Have you ever felt that you're being forced to choose between the house that you can afford and the lifestyle that you are actually wanted to live?
Now, we have looked at the map in Pitt County, and honestly, Grifton is kind of looking like the last frontier in this county, where buyers can still secure a brand new home like under $250,000. And imagine this in and everybody has different lifestyles, right? So imagine 2 different Saturday mornings. Tell me.
Basically, in one Saturday morning, you're waking up in a sleek, modern townhouse in a very high growth suburban and walking to a brand new coffee shop. I got thirsty and hungry when I was telling you all. To knowing that you are 10 minutes from the heart of city, and in the other scenario, you're basically sitting in a massive backyard and porch with a sprawl and massive...
With a huge backyard where you can see nothing, and you know that maybe there's going to be a 54-year-old festival by the creek on their Heritage Day for the Shade Festival. And honestly, if you look at those two things, those 2 different lifestyles are 2 different fits for your budget, your daily routine, and your long-term goals. So let's talk about, you get what you want, but let's talk about what you can get for under $300,000.
Exactly. Therefore, by the end of video...
And I'll explain why Grifton is something I was calling their last frontier.
Exactly. By the end of video, as my wife said, you need to know what is the benefit exactly of these 2 towns that we wanted to talk about, Winterville, North Carolina and Grifton, and what is the daily routine, what is your budget goes further in each of them, and that's gonna give you an insight that hopefully if you're moving to this area, you know everything about the area.
Now, let's talk about the value gap, because again, we're sticking to under $300,000. So even though these towns are a few miles apart, the money is going to work differently. Now, if you look at Winterville and the current numbers in 2026, the median list price is $324,100. This means if your budget is strictly under $300,000, you are looking only at the entry-level portions. In Winterville, that budget is usually going to be a suburban lifestyle. Now, maybe we want to look at those townhomes, the brand new townhomes that we were just talking about, or duplexes like Ridgewood Farms. You could look at Villa Grande, but really we're looking for something that's under $300,000. So for about $238,000 in the MLS, right, the money, you get a modern 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath townhome with granite counters, smart tech, but you are sharing walls with your neighbor. Now, what about Grifton?
Exactly. Now, when you are shifting to Grifton, the median price is way different than $324,000. You're talking what, almost $234,000 in Grifton, North Carolina. Therefore, basically, with that budget of under $300,000, you are like a premium home buyers, and you're not just looking at what is available. You're looking at what has the best that they have to offer.
Now, one of the communities that stood out to me right now, we're looking for brand new construction, you're looking for a detached, no sharing walls home. Meadowbrook starts at about $235,000, and the nice thing about Meadowbrook is there is no HOA. And if you want that big yard, or a yard that at least kind of gets a little bit out, Grifton is going to be where your dollar stretches a little bit more.
Exactly. Therefore, what is the niche?
Well, one of the things we have to talk about is liquidity, and that's speed, right? So, sorry, I use econ terms sometimes. So how fast do you want to move? Winterville moves fast. It's a faster market. The median list price at the current video, of the filming of the video, is 42 days. That means demand is high, and there's less room to negotiate, because if you don't buy it, someone else is going to come. But what about Grifton?
Exactly. Therefore, I wanted to correct, that was the days on the market, how fast goes. For days on the market, we are talking about something around triple in Grifton, North Carolina, which is 113 days on the market. And this is a big advantage for you, because it means that you have more leverage about the time, and also in some cases we can ask you even for the closing cost. And this help you to actually, if you wanted to, for example, do even inspection, you have the time to do inspection. You have the time to drive to the neighborhood in different part of the day, like a morning or afternoon, and see this is what exactly you want. And totally, what we can say, you have more room to negotiate about the price, and your budget goes, as my wife says, further in this area.
Now, the commute is a little confusing in here, so I'm going to explain it, because there is this bypass that's new. So, Winterville Economics is basically go to Greenville, right? Which serves over, and then there's ECU Hospital, which has over 1.4 million people that have access to that hospital regionally, yet in the county that does not have 1.4 million. But the commute is going to dictate your life in this area. So Winterville has always been a suburb, an extension of Winterville, that's kind of more the suburban.
Expansion of Greenville.
Greenville, sorry. but it's a suburb, right? So which means that you're getting more of a suburban lifestyle, and you're 14 miles to the city center, and that's
14 minutes
14-minute drive. Sorry,
not 14 miles.
Minutes and miles are the same to me. So anyway, Winterville is popular. I mean, we live in Winterville because you can pop into lunch, go to work, and you can get there everywhere, and it's kind of an established area. Now, Grifton is a little bit different.
Exactly. Therefore, Grifton is basically southwest bypass, which is still you can be on the North Carolina Highway 11, and then you can be really in ECU Medical Health 27 minutes.
That's the old way. Actually, you can get there about 15 minutes as well now with that bypass is what I'm saying.
Okay.
So the bypass will get you there in 15 minutes too, which is new because it used to take 27 minutes to get there. But this is why Winterville was a double price, because many buyers wanted to be close and they didn't want to. And why? Because now there is a bypass there that will get you to that hospital sooner. Might be Grifton is now your option. But why is Winterville the premium choice people are choosing?
Well, there are different things that we wanted to talk about. Like, one of them is amenity and full service and access to all the amenities that you have in the city of Greenville. And basically, Winterville is a regional center. It's a town that you basically are, as my wife said, the suburb of the Greenville. And many people don't know that the main big road of the Fire Tower Road actually is one of the divider or differentiation of the enter into the town of the Greenville versus the Winterville.
And then also in Winterville, you have Lowe's Food, you have Sam's Club, you have all the restaurants like Sam Jones. And then also, let's talk about the municipality. Winterville has its own, it's either you're on the Greenville utilities itself, so you're on DUC, or they have their own electric, sewer, water, and stormwater protection system. So and Winterville even has its own parks and recreation programs. They're building, including an amphitheater and athletic fields. And if you're looking to buy in Winterville, the buying into a highly managed suburban ecosystem is really kind of what a lot of people are looking for ease of life. Whereas Grifton is a different choice because it's slower and it's building.
Exactly. Therefore, that is located right on, always I have issue with the pronunciation, Continia Creek, which provides a beautiful, basically, backdrop for outdoor recreation. Therefore, what is very particular about Grifton is the Shade Festival. In 2026, the Shade Festival actually entering to 54th anniversary this year in 2026, and is one of the oldest and most honored festival in the state of North Carolina. And we are talking about parades, carnival rides, live music, car cruising, and even toss competition. Shade toss competition, that which my wife actually mother last year went there to this festival, and she enjoyed it.
Now this brings 20,000 people to a town where the town only has 3,000 people right now. It is a growing town, but you can see there's a sense of pride and community where people actually see there. It is 1,200 more people going, so that actually will be a little bit more, but Grifton still has that small town soul. So if you're looking for a small town, Grifton is there to grow. Now, let's look at the 10-minute algorithm. And this is why I'm going to go back to why I called it the last frontier at the beginning of the video. Because if you're looking for an investment, we have to think about what's happening in the background and what's happening in the future. Now, we know in Pitt County, they are building this mega site. Now, it is a massive 3,300 industrial site being developed. Now, big projects like that usually have a ripple effect. New jobs, new restaurants, new grocery stores, increased demand for housing, key. Now, they're already building 1,200 in Grifton, and it's a major growth spurt in the area because they understand that there's not a lot of area where you can have your own single-family home. And in the future, it might actually be more townhomes they're building.
Exactly.
So when we look at this 1,200 new homes that they're building, we have to
Grifton,
think there's a huge thing that's coming here, and the supply and demand is going to be a problem. So you can see more people are going to be still looking for homes, and this might be a little different in the future. So if you're looking for a single-family home, Grifton might be the opportunity. What about Winterville?
The other side, Winterville also, they are not standing still. Winterville also has entered a master plan, and they have in 2025 to 2035, they have this master plan that focus on suburban residential growth, and also they are prioritizing trails, greenway, and also open spaces to make sure that the town stays walkable and green as the population of the Winterville actually is approaching to 15,000 people as we speak.
Probably more than that.
More than that.
Probably.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about what it comes down to. If you're thinking, I only want Winterville, understand. You want value and time, you want convenience, you want to be minutes away from the hospital, you want to be minutes away to the grocery store. But and you prefer something brand new, we are talking about something low maintenance. Maybe it won't have the biggest yard, it might have something that needs mowing, but you're paying a premium for the suburban lifestyle. Whereas in Grifton, what are you?
Basically, if you are value conscious, traditional person, and you want the most house for your dollar, that could be also the place that you want it to be, because for brand new 4-bedroom, 2 to 2.5 baths with a really decent big backyard, you're talking about around $250,000.
But you have to be able to handle that commute, right? You are a little bit away. The traditional way was old. They do have the bypass now, so that does make it quick. But you're getting that sense of history and community in Grifton. Now, both of these places are absolutely incredible here in Pitt County, but it also depends on what kind of lifestyle you're looking for and who you are as a person. And one might be what you want, and the other might you be like, oh no, but somebody else is the opposite. So we have a relocation guide in the description below that includes a comparison of including some different fees out there that you might want to look. So you want to check that out in the description.
Exactly, description. And don't forget to call us, Alan Victoria Pinder, real estate agent in Greenville and Winterville, serving in whole Pitt County. And we love to connect with you. Don't forget to look at all of our playlists here, everything about the area. And finally, please don't forget to subscribe in our channel, support us, and write us a comment about your journey and how me and my wife, Alan Victoria Pinder, we can help you with your home buying journey. And have a blessed day.